Hello and welcome back to episode 42 of Death Stranding. I'm Vic and you're watching yet another Let's Play channel. So here we are at Hartman's lab and took care of a few things in between episodes. It's actually, it's been a little while since I recorded, but you haven't noticed because you probably haven't watched any videos before this one, given the channel's statistics. In any case, we are ready now to take on
Come on, Sammy boy.
Our next mission. So let's get into it. So we are going to go and repair the chiral relay. We got blood bags, we got some container repair stuff because it's going to be a long trek. I think all of my gear is in pretty good condition. My shoes are pretty worn out, but I got a spare pair. We'll go ahead and just stack that up there for now. But then what we can do is... Where'd it go? There it is. We'll just move it on to here. There we go. We gonna get a briefing?
Order assigned.
Did we already get a briefing? Well, that's fine. We know what we're doing. Episode 42. So the joke is going to be the usual joke, right? Life, the universe, and everything. Sometimes attributed to the question, how many roads must a man walk down before he can be called a man? But I think in one of the later books that's actually dismissed as not the actual question. But not that any of that matters. There aren't even 42 roads in this whole game to walk down. Actually, are there? There are a lot of roads. Maybe if we count each road segment as a road, maybe we could get to 42 that way. So, as I believe I mentioned... Oh, right, I don't have gravity gloves anymore. I went ahead and turned on the social strand system, so we're going to be seeing a lot more stuff than we used to. And on the one hand, I do really enjoy and appreciate all of the stuff that's out there in the world. Certainly I couldn't actually build all the stuff that's out there now and have it fit in the chiral bandwidth that's available to me. I am also glad that I played the early parts of the game without it, because I think just having all that stuff out there would have deprived me of some of the experience of, you know, like exploring the world and thinking about what stuff I wanted to build, if anything. There is, of course, exactly the sort of nonsense that any thinking person would expect from hooking up to the internet and seeing what others players do. There's some obnoxious bullshit. It seems to be a meme that people build bridges where you don't need a bridge, and I don't know why that's a thing. I've actually deleted a few that were in the way of routes that I wanted to take. But I try not to delete too much stuff. I know that it only affects my game, but even so, it's like, why bother, really? Just don't use it. But the stuff I did delete was, like, actively in my way. But on the other hand, you know, like, I was able to add just a couple of components to complete a zipline path between the Mountaineer and the Spiritualist and Mountain Knot City. Which made deliveries to those areas way easier than they had been, which is really cool. And because I was collaborating with other people, it cost me barely any chiral bandwidth, as opposed to, you know, like probably 8 or 10 zipline components to get it all done by myself. And it is interesting to see how other people choose to solve problems. People seem to be really fond of the chiral bridges also. I've never bothered with them because they don't work during timefall, and I don't like that they don't work sometimes. I want them to work all the time. And I'm constantly finding vehicles abandoned places. We'll probably find one. Maybe not on this leg of the trip, but I bet we'll find one around here somewhere. It's also really common to find signs like this just kind of scattered. Alright, I usually make this leg with a truck. Well, we'll just have to deal. You know, like going into a town, you'll run through 8 or 10 signs along the way. And I don't know if it's people that are like trying to be legitimately helpful, or if people are just farming likes to build up their ratings. But I sometimes find that a little obnoxious. Let's see what else has happened while I've been gone. Got the baby up to 5 stars. I think we must have been really close, and it was like gated by the dead man baby events. Paleontologist, the ammonite with the umbilical cord and mass extinctions. I hope we saw that in the last, or, well, in a recent episode. Doesn't have to have been the last one, but I'm pretty sure that didn't happen off camera. In case it did happen off camera, at some point I delivered some stuff around from various folks, the paleontologist and the geologist and the Evo, Devo, whatever. And I think it was Deadman that told us that right, umbilical cords appear on fossils that appear to be unaffected by time. And apparently the theory is that the umbilical cords of the BTs are the original umbilical cords from nature. And that the ones that human beings have are a form of evolutionary mimicry or something. That part was a little fuzzy to me. So that makes me wonder, you know, the boss critters that we meet when we get captured by the BTs don't have humanoid forms. They're, you know, there's the four-legged cat wolf thing, one, and there's the tentacle face whale, one, and there's the tentacle face dolphin, one. Whereas the everyday BTs that we see are humanoid. So are those collectively the forms that BTs have always taken throughout history? Or is there something else going on? Like the big boss ones are remnants from previous Death Strandings that are like more powerful because they've been around so long. And maybe at some distant point in the future there will be another Death Stranding that extincts a different species, and the boss BTs that they encounter will be humanoid because they're remnants of this Death Stranding. Don't know. Surprisingly, I haven't had to do much chiralium farming at this point.
Seems like the way to go.
Maybe that's not surprising. Now that I'm not rebuilding roads anymore, it's not like I have a lot to spend it on. One wonders if there are going to be any more roads. I assume that there's going to be another region, I don't think that the tar belt is a part of this region, but maybe I am about to be made a liar. Oh, I'm about to go through mule territory and I didn't bring a rifle. That was silly of me. That's okay. I remember in a recent episode I was looking for a place to put a whatever this thing is called, and this is it. And I really like this spot because we got BTs over here. Oh, there's an abandoned vehicle. You see it over there? Some kind of truck. BTs over there, and then mules like right over this ridge. So it's a really great spot for camping out. And I think I must have just recently got the little BT hologram, which is why I decided it would be fun to put it there. Let's see. Multi-rocket launcher. That's a reward from the Evo Devo biologist. It's pretty neat, but not very useful for fighting them terrorists. So we can put that on our back, and we will take one of those too. And let's see. We got container repair spray. Let's grab a couple of magazines, although we'll probably find some when we deal with the terrorists. The grenade launcher might be new also, I don't remember. So the multi-rocket launcher, you fire one rocket and then it'll split up into up to 5 projectiles, depending on how many targets you've locked on. And unfortunately it only has explosive rounds and hematic rounds, so it's not an anti-terrorist weapon. Come on. The grenade launcher, on the other hand, has knockout rounds, so it's very useful. Thank you. Apparently this gun did not get reloaded. It was not the correct choice. That's 2 down. Come on. Thank you. But that's why we carry spare magazines. Good. And those guys are going to be... Oh, they're looking for me now because the hologram's gone. How many are... Oh, a bunch are over there. How many more we got? You know what? I'm just going to keep moving. I don't need to knock them all out. I'm not trying to raid the area. I'm going to have to try out the multi-rocket launcher against the bosses. I have a suspicion that if the rocket doesn't split up into a bunch of projectiles, it might actually do more damage to a target, so it might be really effective against a single target. So far, so good. So in addition to the sleep rounds, it also has oil rounds, explosive rounds, and hematic rounds. So it's a really good general purpose weapon. The other downside to the rocket launcher is that it does not reload. I mean, it doesn't get resupplied when you rest. And the spare magazine isn't on my back, so it's not getting used. Good time to learn that. What are you doing? What's that in your hand? Come on. I need you to... Okay. And I need to remember not to use this machine gun because it's lethal. Good. And now... it's your turn. What else we got? One over there. He's gonna come play with me. Coming. Oh. Alright. You? Where are you? Ah, you went for the gun. Good night. Let's get out of here. Those guys should be pretty close to used up by now, but... no need to give them another opportunity.
Looks like a path.
Where are we going now? Oh, we haven't gone this way before, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and lighten the load a little bit. Might as well just dump that. And we can put that on the carrier. I think that'll work for now. Somebody will pick that up and return it to us or recycle it or something. It'll be fine. It's not littering, I promise. You probably noticed from the map that I have been down this way before. That's not going to work out.
You should have more faith in yourself.
Maybe that's why I didn't go this way last time. I believe there might be another storage chest out here that I was chasing after. But we are going to see something pretty cool in a minute here. Yeah, now we're back hooked up to an old route. Yeah, there it is. Nice. I believe this is as far south as I have been. If not, then it's pretty close. Any tasty goodies in here that I can't live without? Multi-rocket launcher. Nope, there is not. You know what? I do sometimes find myself surprise fighting a boss, so maybe a multi-rocket launcher is a good idea. Calling it a multi-rocket launcher suggests that there might be another rocket launcher. I don't know what it is. I don't have it yet. Okay, this is a path, so obviously I've been this way before. I think we are pretty close to as far as I've been, though. And real soon... oh yeah, you might be able to make it out now, depending on how well the encoding does with the colors. In the mist there, you can just see a skyline. And we'll get a better view of it on this next ridge. And I think that might be Edge Knot City, which is our ultimate destination. Which has got to mean that the tar belt is like right there. Yeah, see, you should be able to see it better now. And that there, that could be a distribution center or something. Where am I going, though?
Now get it done, Sam Porter Bridges.
Is that where I'm going? That's where I'm going. We have got a lot more downhill to go, and I have no idea if this is the right way to get there. So it's pretty crazy to think that we're so close to Amelie and Edge Knot City and the terrorist guy with the mask, who I think is holding her hostage. And unfortunately, this is going to spoil how far ahead I am on the recording. It turns out that a lot of these tracks actually are copyright claimed. So I had to start cutting them out a few episodes back. And now I'm going to talk over it. So real sorry to the artist if this is one that is not copyrighted. But I don't know that until later. So I'm not taking a chance. Oh, now we're starting to see some skeletal ruined buildings. And, yeah, I bet this is tar. One wonders if we're going to see any more of them floaty jellyfish BTs. Or something new and insane. I'm hoping for the latter. I want to see some new BTs. And I hope yeah, Die Hardman, I found it. Thanks. I hope if I get into a fight, I get a chance to grab my rocket launcher before I get grabbed. It wouldn't be such a big deal if they didn't drag you away. But it'll probably break the tether if they do, so I'm probably going to miss that opportunity. So resting in a safe house doesn't reload the rocket launcher. I wonder if the spare magazines work on the rocket launcher. That would be pretty cool. I also don't know if my little extra magazine thing on my backpack works for the rocket launcher. That doesn't look very tarry, does it? It looks oceany. But I thought they said that the tar belt was encroaching.
Sam, you need to get those materials processed in order to finish the Cairo relay.
What the hell do you think I'm doing, jackass? Here we go. Make delivery. Wonder how many more episodes there are. This presumably being the end of episode 8. Nailed it. Yeah, look at that star. You can tell I've been busy.
Good job, Sam. Now access the terminal and bring the relay online.
Is it gonna continue to look all rusted and busted like this? I should have grabbed the rocket launcher before I did this. Bada bing. Now we're in Arizona. And that's what happens when you bring a new area online and you're also online.
And with that, we're all linked up. Once you cross the tar belt, the end will be in sight. We're this close to Emily, to America's second chance. Edge Knot City awaits. The staff we're sending will start by building a safe house. Over time, they'll expand their operations and establish a new facility. In doing so, they'll carry on the legacy of the brave souls lost to the tar. All thanks to you, Sam. Now, let's figure out how to get you across this tar belt.
Safe travels. Safe travels.
So, who's gonna tell me how to get across the tar belt? Alright, I want to read about summoning objects from the other side through the tar, so let's see what that's about. We'll start... No, just kidding, we won't start with that. I've been analyzing the tar samples you collected for me, and I've got to say its properties are wholly unlike those of the more common tar we have observed on this planet in the past. The same can be said for the tar taken from the strata in which that ammonite with the umbilical cord was found. No deposits have been discovered save for those accompanying massive fossil beaches. It's as if it's the literal stuff of extinctions. Even more strangely, it seems that objects submerged in concentrations of this tar are partially, if not entirely, transported elsewhere, most likely to the beach, I suspect. Therefore, by chucking that nuke into the crater lake, you may have sent it to the other side itself. Nuking the underworld might be even cooler than nuking the moon. I like that. Assuming it's a two-way street, that also means that matter sent to that world could theoretically return through the tar once more. Them sending the nuke back would be hilarious. This would explain some of the more fantastic stories I've heard of buildings swallowed whole by the tar, only to miraculously rise from its depths at a later date, looking exactly as they did when they were lost. Which has intriguing implications, don't you think? If the tar is a gateway to the past it has consumed, then maybe it could be manipulated into regurgitating its old meals. Yeah, and we do see buildings pop up from the tar when we're fighting boss BTs. So that does appear to be a thing. Maybe somebody like terrorist guy, I'm not remembering his name, who can apparently manipulate BTs. Maybe somebody like that could also summon things from the tar. Have we seen him do that? Maybe we have. Alright. It's time.
Let's get a move on.
No, stop it. Come on.
Let's get a move on.
I want rocket launcher. And I don't need container repair spray. I'm going to go ahead and put my anti-human weapons away as well. So now we've got anti-BT handgun and multi-rocket launcher. We are loaded for bears covered in tar. That would be a pretty cool boss BT.
The only way west is through that. To make matters worse, I don't believe your PCC is capable of building anything that will get you across.
Time for a level 3.
There must be a way. We can't give up. Not with what's at stake. We'll see if we can't think of something here. But considering everything you've been through, I wouldn't be surprised if you've already got a few ideas of your own.
Like, walk across it? So this is, I think, one of the downsides, though, of all the new stuff, right? So people have been here and they've built this stuff already. And now it's like, well, obviously I know something's going on over here, so I'll just head this way and see what happens. Interesting. That's cool, actually. Being able to see him so far away, very handy. This is a peninsula. How is this going to do anything useful for me? It is not. There's another generator over there. But in any case, we are all out of time for episode 42. Come back and see me again in episode 43 for more shooting BTs. And I have a sinking feeling that I'm going to go wading through a literal ocean of tar. Talk to you soon.